So day one is largely wrapping up here. This was in many ways a bit of a housekeeping day. These were migration talks, which do happen with some regularity between Cuba and the United States. Obviously, there's new motivation to them right now. The core issues were basic things. How do we handle visas? What do we do about charter flights between the two countries? What do you do about illegal passports? How do you handle the mass movement of people from Cuba to the United States under what's called the wet foot, dry foot policy? The Cuban government really doesn't like that. It amounts in their eyes to a license to defect. They want the Americans to get rid of it, and because they have made that clear, there has been a surge in people in the last month or so trying to get to the United States. So that was the sort of stuff that was talked about today. Tomorrow really is the biggest day, where the Assistant Secretary of State, Roberta Jacobson, will sit down with her Cuban counterpart, Josefina Vidal. These two women are among the most powerful diplomats in Latin America, effectively trying to clean up the mess left by generations of men who came before them. They will be dealing with the embassy issues. How do we establish it? What are the rules for the diplomats? But they will also be extremely careful about their language. The Americans keep talking about these as normalization talks, and the Cubans keep saying, wait a minute, there will be no such thing as normalization until the embargo is gone and until Cuba is removed from the list of state sponsors of terror. The United States, President Obama has indicated he wants a review of that list within 6 months' time, and he suggested that Congress better get a move on within this year of determining what happens to the embargo. So the Cuban officials like that language, but they want to be very careful about the words they hear here in the next day or so. Adrienne Arsenault, CBC News, Havana.